this is Big Sis Sharon again, and this is with video 3 of our third series, negotiating with recruiters for travel social work assignments. So in the last 2 points of this particular video, what I would like to talk about is those negotiating points when it comes to stipends and per diems. Because all I knew about when I first started my case is the actual hourly salary, right? I mean, not hourly salary, but the hourly wage. So I was really focused on that hourly wage. And when they started to break the actual packet down to me, I became completely confused because they started to say things like, oh, this is what we're going to give you for per diem. This is what we're going to give you for a stipend. And, you know, when you look at all of this together, you know, you'll be making $3,000 a week. And I'm like, well, hold up. I don't understand that. So best way to identify whether you'll get a stipend or per diem is to just be clear with the recruiter and ask him, does this position offer a daily per diem or does it offer a monthly stipend? So the way that I remember the two is that a daily per diem is an amount that you'll get each day that usually covers food or transportation or lodging, right? And so a stipend is a fixed amount that they're going to give you each month that, you know, may cover your housing or things of that sort, okay? And I'll give you a good example. Like right now, I am actually working a COVID unit, right? And so where I'm located, I was offered a certain amount to find my own housing. So let's just say hypothetically, and this is hypothetical, y'all, but let's just say they were giving me $2,000 a month for housing. Well, I identified housing in the area that was near to the job, and the apartment was only $1,200 a month. So guess what? Guess what I get to do with the rest of the money that's left over? I get to pocket that. That becomes mine. So again, this is why it's good to ask these questions when you go to the table to negotiate your hourly wages and your income and to identify what's in your packet. That's going to be 100% important. Talk to the recruiter, be transparent about what is inside of your packet, what your packet includes, and the breakdown of everything that adds up to your weekly, which is usually a weekly wage that you're going to be making. Okay. So for myself, you know, my wage is going to be a little different from the average new MSW student that's coming out here for a first assignment who has no background versus somebody who's been working in social work for the last 14 years, even before it was, even before licensing was required for this particular field in social work. So again, just look at what your expertise is going to bring as far as an hourly rate, and then try to negotiate with the recruiters from there based upon the salary that you received or the hourly rate that you received from a calculator, okay? And the going rate, of course, in that particular area. So the stipends, the per diem, and last but not least, if you take an assignment, right, let's just say if you have negotiated and this recruiter really have listened to you and they have met your expectations about what you want and what you desired, 2 days later, you start thinking about it and you're just like, well, they got me what I wanted, and maybe I can just keep negotiating with them to see if I can get a little bit higher. I prefer you not to do that. And the reason why I prefer you not to do that is because in good faith, it's really easy to get your motives mixed up. And if you've already accepted it, they're ready for you to show up and show out and to show your dynamic skills and to take their role to the next level. It is unprofessional for you to come back and try to negotiate once you have already accepted an assignment and they already have a budget that's set for that particular assignment. I would encourage you not to do so. Okay. So hopefully the tips that I provided, it's been about 6, with negotiating your hourly wage as a travel social worker will help you find the next assignment. And I'll be really interested in knowing what assignments you all come across and whether you use these tips or not when you went to the negotiation table with your recruiter. All right. Well, until the next time, peace out.